What's going on? I'm Spencer Tillis.
I'm Trayvon Miles.
And this is the Delmarva Sports Insider. Coming up in just a bit in today's episode. High school playoffs are underway here in Maryland. Easton looking to punch their ticket to the second round when they took on Kent Island. We'll show you how the Warriors did.
And we traveled up to Harold Baines Field where the St. Michael Saints were taking on Joppatown. Highlights of their big round one win.
And a bunch of great lacrosse games this week as well, including the Bayside Championship game. The Bucks looking to repeat, but how do they do against Steve Decatur? Stick around to find out. But we start today, of course, with high school lacrosse playoffs. I tell you what, the season went by in about a blink of an eye, didn't it? It feels like it was just getting underway. So many postponements and stuff, and then all of a sudden, we're already in the postseason.
We're here.
And I'm not even sure if I got a good feel of a lot of these teams, but we're going to learn here pretty quickly. And we got a good look at a couple teams just yesterday. Kent County was looking to pull off their second straight upset road win of the playoffs when they traveled to take on Cambridge. And Tyler Wright is going to get the party started here. He curls around the back of the goal, fires that one in there for the quick score for the Vikings. But back come the Trojans at the other end. Drew Baker, he's going to go up the middle. No one is going to stop him. Wide open and puts that one home. Cambridge looking for the answer now, and Emery Wongus, pretty good at football, not bad at lacrosse either. He's going to put that one in after he cuts open, takes the pass from Jared Brumwell and buries it, and then the Vikings would just put this thing away. Wongus one more time right there for Cambridge, puts it into the back of the net for a 20-2 win the final. And I got to say, there's something wrong with the way that Maryland sets up their playoffs. This whole participation, everybody gets in, we all go and get pizza afterwards. That mentality drives me nuts right now because these teams, some of them just don't deserve to be in the playoffs. And I know Kent County won their first game, but it was against a team that won almost no games. And it feels like the first two rounds are just like tune-ups until you finally get a chance. That's what it feels like in the postseason. You occasionally get to see some of these games, a couple upsets, but you don't get to see them too often. But going into that game, I tell you what, they got their cupcake out of the way. Now the intense playoffs are right around the corner. We're going to learn a lot right now because Cambridge, they have some serious expectations over there. And I tell you what, the Vikings, they've impressed me the few times I've seen them. They got a lot of players on that team. It's not going to get any easier, though, now. They're about to get ready for a big-time game here on Monday.
They got a big-time matchup. Before Cambridge could get to Easton, Easton first had to take on Queen Anne's, who was looking to play close game here early on. Easton moving it around, looking to score. Noah Load with a big-time save right here to keep the Lions close. Queen Anne's, their turn to attack now, and Nick Spofford for Easton, the goalkeeper, doing what he's been doing all season long, making plays for the Warriors. Easton in that dangerous offense will get it going. Ian Guiley finds Sam I.M. Phillips for the easy goal. Warriors lead 8-3, and then they start to turn things on. Trent Whitty finds Garrett Oles cutting, and he buries one in the back of the net. Easton wins this one 16-4. And you know what, Spencer? Offensively, Easton's up there with anybody. I mean, you can name Godley, you can name Phillips, Oles, Whitty. I can keep going. These guys are dangerous, and when they get the offense rolling, Queen Anne saw what could happen. It's a 5-3 game after the first quarter. Easton scores 8 unanswered to start the running clock. Cambridge better come with some defense coming on Monday because this team can compete with the best offensively.
Last I recall, there's some kind of rivalry between Easton and Cambridge or something like that. That Monday game might be one.
I can't wait for Monday, man.
Monday will also be a good one between Kent Island and Decatur. That might be the game to be at. Well, we had a couple other good lacrosse games this week as well, including Milford Thursday night. The Bucks were taking on St. Elizabeth's. And just a minute into this thing, they would take the lead. Mark Henderson goes right through the defense, fires that one in for the score just a minute in. Milford was up 3-0, and then all of a sudden, Vikings trying to get one back. Cody's Vooch right there, puts on the moves, puts the shot back of the net for the score. The Bucks, though, kept coming. Matt Vermontes puts it in spin cycle. He's going to find Ring Lardner right there, and he would do the rest. And then Milford would put this thing away. I mean, Milford played a lot like a team that was upset that they lost to Delmar earlier in the week for the first time of the year. They roll in that one, 17-3 the final.
Kent Island looking for a three-peat as Bayside champions, taking on Decatur. Bobby Jaffer from the stands gets that goal to go. Kent Island takes a quick lead. Later on, Luke from it right here hits the B button, goes spin cycle, and then takes it top shelf to beat the goalie. What a play from the little guy. Decatur looking for an answer, and Corey Gwynn showing he has the range as well. But Kent Island for 3 years strong now. Too good, simply, for the Bayside. Goodrich right here finds from it one more time as the Bucks run away with this one, 13-5.
Taking it to the college level, the SU men's lacrosse team squared off against Roanoke in the first round of the NCAA as the Seagulls focused and ready to go early on. Thomas Carrillo takes a shot, saved, but Carson Kalama is there to little nudge home the rebound. A few minutes later, this time it's the senior, Mike Kane, making things happen. Gets in the scoring column after he rifles that one home. The Hawks, though, actually hung around in this thing. Tyler McWilliams, the nice drive and finish for the unassisted goal, made it a one-goal game at that point. but the goals did settle down, pulled away. Sean Fitzgerald and Nathan Blondino, they get the score. They're actually in action right now in the next round, but they win that one 6-3, the final there.
Decatur again hosting Bennett in another regional quarterfinal. Decatur got the first lead. That guy, Corey Gwynn, he scores a lot. They post up in front of the net and puts it home. Bennett doing what they can to stay alive, though. Matt Seidel from way out. That thing looked like it came out of the sky. Ties this game up at 5. But Decatur would prevail at home. Jake Lothram spins back to the inside and fires a missile of his own. Seahawks pull away with this one, 14-6.
You should say real quick, too, a big congrats to 2 seniors over at Benny. Allie O'Leary set the school record this week and 152 goals. And Oakley Wise signed to play at Lynn University. Both those guys, or both those players, I'd say, just a tremendous careers. And it's going to be interesting to see how they do at the next level.
Phenomenal players, even better students.
You're absolutely right about that. All right, it's time for our first commercial break. But coming up next, we're going to trade in the sticks for some bats. Playoffs are underway for baseball as well. That's coming up next. Keep it right here.
Hi, I'm Blair Escar. I'm from Stephen Decatur High School, and you're watching the Marble Sports Insider.